I was gonna go to Zephaniah, but I want to show that salvation is basically talking about, you know, being saved from destruction. And just real quick to make a point, and I'm about to bring this out in Isaiah 60 anyway, about what the Gentiles' job is to be. Okay, matter of fact, let me start at Isaiah 45 and 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Most High with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. So again, Israel is that world of John 3:16 that you Christians like to quote, and all, you know, not just you Christians, but any religious congregation that tries to use the scriptures thinks John 3:16 is talking about everybody in the whole world. Okay, but salvation, the Most High said that Israel shall be saved with the everlasting salvation, all right? So, let me see, everlasting salvation. We're going to have the kingdom, which is, matter of fact, let me go to Isaiah 60 and, matter of fact, I'll bring that out in a minute. Let me just go to Daniel 7 and 18. Because Israel shall be saved with the everlasting salvation, and the kingdom is coming to Israel. So, all right. So this is Daniel 7 and 18. But the saints of the Most High, which, let me get the saints, shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Okay, so who are the saints of the Most High? So that kingdom that the Lord is going to rule, just like Luke, the first chapter, when the angel Gabriel was telling Mary what the Messiah was going to be doing. The Messiah going to rule over the house of Jacob forever, and of his kingdom there shall be no end. Okay, that's the kingdom that scripture is talking about. So Psalms 148 and 14, he also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye the Most High. All right, so the saints are the Israelites. Okay, so let's go back to Isaiah 60, and let's talk. Or actually, no. Let me go to Zephaniah. One more scripture on the captivity, and then let me get into the Gentiles, and then I'll be done. All right. So this is Zephaniah, and I brought this out, and again I brought this out just to prove that the fake Jews aren't the real Jews, but just to show some things. All right, so Zephaniah 3, and I'll start at 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Most High, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. So, like I just read in Joel, the 3rd chapter, and does not the scripture tell you that the Most High is going to put the nations under Yahushua or Christ's feet? So ain't no all them scriptures I brought out today concerning a spiritual Israel. Nations are going to be judged and going to be destroyed. So where you get a spiritual Israelite from? Because like I said, I'm about to bring scriptures out, even going into Gentiles that are, you know, submit to the God of Israel through the Israelites. You know, they still going to be a possession, so it still don't make them, oh, they're Israel now, and they're spiritual Israel. Just like back then during the time of King David and Joshua, you had strangers among us that were, you know, hewers of wood, and, you know, basically they were servants. All right. But verse 9, for then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Most High to serve him with one consent. So that's not even that's going into these last days as well, and into the kingdom. But like I always cut, fake Jews. There's people that are. If 1948 is when the Israel's come back from all nations, you know what I'm saying? Like then there should be on one consent. You got fake Jews talking about their Buddhism, and they atheists and things like that. So that was what I wanted to get out. So I'm gonna drop down to verse 19. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. And that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all the people of the earth when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith the Most High. All right. So again, the captivity of the Most High, he's going to bring back his people. Matter of fact, let me back that up real quick with Micah 4. And then let me head to the Gentiles. So this is Micah 4, and start at 5. And when you read, you start at the top, it already tells you these last days, right? And then again, just like Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, which this says the same thing about Israel. All nations shall cleave to Israel, and will teach the nations the law of the Most High. All right. And no more war will be in the land. So that's not talking about no 1948 false prophecy. All right. And like I said, if all nations is going to be taught by Israel, where's the spiritual Israelite in that? All right. It's going to be the real nation, the seed of the real nation of Israel, which is scattered throughout all the nations. All right. They're going to be, the remnant going to come back, and then they're going to, first they're going to take the slaves, or which I'm going to get these scriptures, the Gentiles and the nations that submit to submission going into captivity. All right. So Micah 4 and 6, to back up what I said in Zephaniah 3. And that day, saith the Most High, will I assemble her that halteth, and I will gather her that is driven out, and her that I have afflicted. And I will make her that halteth a remnant, and her that was cast far off a strong nation, and the Lord shall reign over them in Mount Zion from henceforth even forever. And like I said, Luke 1st chapter, and just like I brought out in Wisdom of Solomon, the 3rd in the Apocrypha, the 3rd chapter, how the Lord would reign over them. So that's talking about Yahushua, which again in Ezekiel 37, that king that or when it talks about David is going into the Lord, that's was to sit on his throne. All right, Isaiah 9 and 6. Okay. All right, so verse 8. And thou, O tower of the flock, the stronghold of the daughter of Zion, unto thee shall it come, even the first dominion, the kingdom shall come to the daughter of Jerusalem. Now, matter of fact, I got the point out of Zephaniah, but matter of fact, let me just keep going to bring out something else. Now, why doest thou cry out loud? Is there no king in thee? Is thy counselor perished? For pangs have taken thee as a woman in travail. Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon. There shalt thou be delivered. There the Most High shall redeem thee from the hand of thy enemies. So just like Deuteronomy 28 verse 68, no man shall save you. The Lord is going to deliver us from this place called Babylon. So ain't no need for, oh, we're supposed to, the Most High said he going to deliver us from Babylon. And when you read the first scripture, that's going in to these last days. But when you read the whole chapter, it's letting you know. All right. And so we've been scattered among all nations. But the Most High said he going to deliver us from thine enemies. So the scripture just said that we're going to be delivered from our enemies.